Every year, over 100,000 people lose their lives to snake bites. Snakes bite, they strangle, they devour. But which serpents do the most damage? Here are the world's most devastating snakes. Number 7. We're starting off strong with one of the most feared snakes in the animal kingdom. This shady serpent is responsible for 20,000 human deaths per year, according to PBS Nature. The vicious, the destructive, the black mamba. The black mamba gets its name for the deep ink black coloring of its mouth. Get some white strips, bro. Growing up to 8 feet, it's the longest species of venomous snakes in Africa and the fastest land snake in the world, clocking in at speeds of 12.5 miles an hour. The black mamba is highly aggressive when it feels threatened, which is bad news bears for anything in its habitat because it's a real nervous Nelly and gets spooked easily. What makes this slithering serpent specifically sinister is that when it attacks, it doesn't just strike once and call it a day like many snakes. The black mamba has true grit and will repeatedly bite its victim. And it injects large amounts of potent neuro and cardiotoxins with each strike. Before the advent of the black mamba antivenom, a single bite was 100% fatal, typically within 20 minutes. Unfortunately, antivenom is still not widely available in the rural parts of the black mamba's range, which is a cardinal reason for the frequent fatalities due to their bites. Pop quiz, hotshot! Which snake in the animal kingdom do you think is responsible for the most human deaths worldwide? See if you can guess the correct answer in the comments below, and I'll let you know later on in the video if you're right. Number 6. Coming in at number 6 is a highly venomous snake species found in the southern regions of Australia. The tiger snake is feared throughout the region for its aggressive nature and toxic venom. Their venom contains insanely strong neurotoxins, coagulants, and myotoxins. A bite from this thing will quickly result in breathing difficulties and paralysis. The untreated mortality rate for tiger snake bites is reported to be between 40 and 60%. Crikey, that's high! Unlike most other venomous Australian snakes, the tiger snake is a skilled climber and they can stay underwater for 9 minutes. So you can run, but you can't hide. The typical menu for tiger snakes includes fish, lizards, and frogs, and even the occasional bird. And to make them extra horrible, the tiger snake is well known for its cannibalistic nature. They're real backstabbers that way. Before we move on, be sure to subscribe. Hit the bell button to get notified of new videos, and we always appreciate a big thumbs up. Number 5. We got a water snake in the mix! The beaked sea snake is crazy venomous and ridiculously aggressive, which is a horrible combination if you're not a beaked sea snake. If you receive a bite from this tiny titan, you'll likely be closing the curtains in about 30 minutes. Common throughout Southeast Asia and Australia, the beaked sea snake is believed to be responsible for more human deaths than any other sea snake. It likes to chill in muddy and shallow waters where humans are likely to wait around. Areas known for beaked sea snakes will recommend that people steer clear of the beach waters when foam builds up after a big storm, because that's when you're way more likely to run into one of these monsters. Typically, they eat catfish and pufferfish, and they like to hunt their prey at night. They'll bite into one of their victims, stunning it with their venom, and then swallow it while it's still alive. Just absolutely brutal way to go. Here's a weird fact. The male beaked sea snake has 2 schlongs, but only one of them is used for reproduction. I guess the other is just for fun? This snake has 2 snakes. It's snakeception. Number 4. Next up is a snake that is not only one of the deadliest in Africa, but it also has the coolest name, the boomslang. In all seriousness, this little guy is pretty cute by snake standards, but never judge a book by its cover because this nightmare is straight out of a horror movie. The boomslang is swift, it's agile, and its venom packs a wallop. Native to sub-Saharan Africa, this snake has a notorious reputation. At first, they were believed to be harmless, but that all changed when herpetologist Carl P. Schmidt was bitten in the thumb by a boomslang back in 1957. He thought nothing of it, so he went about his day as usual, and in less than 24 hours, boom, dead. Carl was hit hard by respiratory arrest and a cerebral hemorrhage as a result of the boomslang venom. Now everyone in Africa steers clear. Boomslangs are rear-fanged, which means their fangs are in the back of their mouth and they have to open wide about 170 degrees to inject their prey with venom. But what's truly horrifying about these snakes is the side effects of their bite. Their venom is hemotoxic, which means that it goes straight for your red blood cells and wreaks havoc on the blood clotting process. Unfortunately, what this means is that boomslang bites cause massive hemorrhages that are so bad that they cause the victim to bleed from the gums, nose, and all other orifices. I'll let your imagination handle the rest on that one. Number 3. The next snake on the list has enough venom to take down an elephant. Measuring up to 18 feet long, the king cobra is the biggest venomous snake on Earth. When it wants to look menacing, the king cobra will raise up to 1/3 of its body length and be able to stare a full-grown human straight in the eyes. What's super nuts is that they can still move forward in that position. And when they want to dial up the intimidation to 11, they flare out their iconic hoods and emit a bone-chilling hiss that sounds similar to a growling dog. In just one bite, the king cobra can deliver 0.2 of a fluid ounce of neurotoxins, which is enough to kill 20 people. Mainly living in the rainforest and plains of India and southern China, king cobras are thankfully shy by nature, but they'll become fiercely aggressive when cornered. Fun fact, these are the only snakes in the world that build nests for their eggs, which they will guard viciously until their baby snakes emerge like Jurassic Park. Come on, little one, push. Second fun fact, king cobras are a favorite choice for snake charmers all over India. But these snakes are actually deaf to ambient noise. It's the snake charmer's flute with its shape and movement that entices the snake, not the sound. Number 2. The inland taipan is not just a venomous snake. It's considered by many scientists to be the most venomous in the world. When you compare venom drop for drop, the taipan has by far the most toxic in the species. Highly venomous and an extremely capable striker, we're fortunate that the inland taipan lives in very remote regions and is shy and reclusive. To warn others to stay back, the taipan will raise its body in an S-shaped curve with their head facing the threat. Wildly fast and agile, this serpent can strike instantly and accurately, and it will usually strike multiple times in the blink of an eye. It's basically the Manny Pacquiao of the snake world. What also sets the taipan apart is that it evolved as a mammal hunter, and its venom was designed to kill warm-blooded prey like you and me. The largest recorded venom yield from a single bite was 110 milligrams, which is enough to eradicate 100 human adults. These little terrors mostly feed on rodents and the occasional bird. But if you're looking for a reason to avoid Australia, this is it. It's answer time. Which snake did you guess was the most deadly on the planet? The viper, the cobra, a python? Well, according to Live Science, the snake that is responsible for the most human deaths per year is the saw-scaled viper. These snakes not only have a powerful venom that packs a punch, but they also happen to share a large part of their habitat with humans. So encounters with these things are frequent and devastating. Number 1. Slithering into the number 1 spot is the snake that scientists believe is responsible for more human fatalities than any other on the planet. You guessed it, the saw-scaled viper. It bites early and it bites often. They eat everything from mammals to birds to lizards to centipedes. These snakes are small, but they are mighty. Extremely irritable and aggressive in nature, this viper won't hesitate to deliver their kiss of death to anyone that wanders into their territory. Saw-scaled vipers are crazy quick, and the mortality rate of those who are bitten is over 20%. Hailing from sub-Saharan Africa, the Middle East, and Asia, these snakes are characterized by their stout bodies and pear-shaped heads. Because of the frequency of their bites and the potency of their venom, scientists have developed 9 different types of antivenom for the saw-scaled viper. But that venom is quick, so if you get bit, you better move fast. Friends, thanks for watching. Which of these snakes were your favorite? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe and become a Badger buddy. See you next time.